We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Spurs come into town. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. Here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Quick check now to start. Here's Cool Hands, averaging 8 points a game. Here's Baines, and there's the foul. It goes on Cool Hands. That's his first foul. Patrick Mills, who's checked in for Parker. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, guys. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. Perimeter defense was his main concern. He wants to take away the outside shot. That's what he repeated several times. No open jumpers. He said the other key was going to be their ability to defend effectively in transition. He wants to seriously limit the fast break points allowed. So still in the opening quarter and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris. The Hawks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. No good on that one. And he sinks the second.
You know, the Spurs really have a cohesive culture, and part of that is something that Greg Popovich has been able to do, and that's being able to join guys together that normally might not hang out. For instance, you had Matt Bonner taking Steven Jackson out to a Coldplay concert last season. One way to help guys get to know each other off the court, and it helps them on the court.
The Hawks leading. 1:58 left to play here in the first. Hits, count that one from Cool Hands. Cool Hands got his first basket.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
And back to Popovich and the Spurs, he really makes a point of getting to know his players and have them get to know one another.
That's right, Kevin. He likes to have his players have a sense of perspective about the world. He wants them to know that there are other things going on besides the NBA. In fact, back in 2012, he had the players watching the presidential debates together.
Jenkins. And it's off from three-point range. The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to the Magic in Orlando.
Throughout the first half, even into the third quarter, they had the game totally under control. But man, it just fell apart, collapsed in the fourth quarter. They should not have lost this game.
I think they thought it was over, and then they kind of relaxed, and sometimes that's all it takes. You got to keep playing until the final buzzer. Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Millsap a screen to the paint. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Millsap's got 8 points.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Mills. That's good. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Millsap a screen. Cool Hands passes to Millsap. Here's Cool Hands, covered by Mills. Clock at 6, back to Millsap. Stolen. The drive by Green. Here's Leonard. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Now just a 1-point Atlanta lead. Here's Cool Hands. But can't get it to go. So at the end of... Tune in. And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. If you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to get going once more. And the players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Pretty good start defensively. This club forced some mistakes and took advantage, and that's how they built this lead.
And they've built the lead because not only have they forced turnovers, but they've taken care of the ball themselves. So that's a winning combination.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for San Antonio, the guards, Parker and Bellinelli. Then there's Ginobili. Then there's Boris Diaw.
Well, I tell you what, Greg Popovich, a really impressive leader for the Spurs. He's able to keep all of his players locked into what's best for the team. Has a military background, played basketball and studied at the Air Force Academy before serving 5 years in the Air Force. And you know some of the leadership that he brings to his position was learned from his past experiences.
Hit by Horford. Here's Cool Hands, and the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. That's tipped. Here's Bellinelli. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Bellinelli's got the lead up to 1 now for the Spurs. And Clark, you mentioned Pop's time at the Air Force Academy. That's where he got his start in the coaching ranks.
Yeah, 6 years as an assistant there. He was head coach at Pomona, an assistant coach with Golden State Warriors and the Spurs, and eventually moved into the front office in San Antonio. But wow, what an amazing run it's been for him. 17 years as the head coach of the Spurs.
That one goes. Count it. And now it's a 3-point San Antonio lead.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of the
Second quarter ends in a tight.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach Popovich is strong.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. And it's the Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Horford. He's guarded by Diaw. It's Williams with the drive. The score now all even. Williams has got 12 in the game.
The road back hasn't been an easy one, but they've managed to climb all the way out of the hole and tie this game.
I have to say, pretty remarkable, Steve. At one point, I thought they were done.
Cool Hands in at point guard. Horford is out there with Elton Brand. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Williams at the shooting guard. So that's the Hawks 5.
Boy, it's been a tough go in terms of fouls for him. I mean, my goodness, he can't stay out of the way of fouls.
Corey Joseph's checked in for San Antonio. He doesn't get the second one.
At least they have the advantage, but if they don't get a stop here, that missed free throw could prove to be a killer.
Leonard attacking. Ginobili outside. Number 11, covered by Brand, and that one's good. 8 points for him.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
Here's Ginobili. Soft touch off the glass. Ginobili's got 7 points for the quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I'll tell you the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
San Antonio's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Manu Ginobili is really one of those electrifying all-around players. I mean, he's as fun to watch as any guy in the league. He scores, he defends, has a nose for the ball. He does everything, and usually he packs a bunch of production into short stints of playing time. He's now in his mid-30s. The question becomes for him is health. How much longer can he go at the level he's played at throughout his career?
5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. They get it back. Horford, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, he's one of the best post passers there is in the NBA. And that gives him an added element to his game that makes him that much tougher to deal with.
And you know what else, guys? He instigates so many of their fast breaks just because of how quick and accurate he is with his outlet passes. That's another one of his real nice talents.
Ando De Colo's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And for Ginobili last season, his shooting percentages dipped just a little bit. Now 36 years old. He's, breaking down, it seems like on a more regular basis. Is he starting to fade in your eyes?
Sure, he is, but he's still capable of playing out of his mind on any given night. I mean, and that's what you want from a guy like that at his age. You're not going to get it every night, but can he continue to help you win games? No question, Ginobili, he showed that last year.
Cool hands passes to Williams. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Thunder.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when it's with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
Cool hands passes to Williams. Another miss by Williams.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Leonard, the open look. Another one falls for San Antonio.
I'll tell you what, the first half may have been a little slow, but both clubs really picking up the intensity here in the second.
I'll say that's for sure. I mean, things have really ramped up here.
Here's Cunningham. Off target with his three.
Rebounds are split just about down the middle in this game, Clark.
I'd venture to guess whichever team is able to maintain that energy level on the glass will have the upper hand the rest of the way.
Millsap a screen. Cool hands passes to Millsap. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Cool hands. He's got 7. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And it's time for a look at our rookie leaderboard to see which rookies have been the most dangerous scorers in the league over the last 10 games. Look at Cool hands, second in the league, having an excellent season.
Well, he was a big part of what they did offensively over those 10 games. And for a first-year player, pretty valuable contribution.
For any player, Steve, it's a valuable contribution. I mean, he's had a great stretch.
A minute 50 left to play in the third. And the basket by Diop.
Their low post defense has to show some improvement, guys.
Yeah, of the last 10 points, Steve, 8 have come from in tight.
Millsap a screen. Pass to Cunningham. He feeds it to Williams. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. De Colo dishes to Joseph. 1:16 left in the third quarter of the game. Picked by Horford. Outside Williams. Here's Cunningham. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
I like the defense, guys, really getting a hand up and challenging shots.
Yeah, Steve, lurking on that shot, and that was a tough one.
Outside Leonard. Dishes it to Diaw. Horford with the block. Here's Cool hands, covered by De Colo. There's 39 seconds left in the third. Pass to Cool hands. Shot clock at 6. Millsap a screen. Back to Williams. Again, Williams missing.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Here's Joseph, and that is good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Pass to Cunningham. Here's Cool hands. Picked by Horford. Here's the feed to Cunningham. No good on the 3.
And no excuses there. Got a really good look.
And we've reached the end of the third. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
How about the creativity, guys? Terrific vision to pick out that pass and set up the basket.
Some serious creativity on the court right now for the Spurs. In the backcourt, Parker and Ginobili. Green out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Diaw in at center.
Well, he did have a 3-pointer in the first half, but so far here in the second, he's come up empty.
Brand, a screen on Parker. Cool hands passes to Brand. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Well, Millsap, a great signing with the Hawks. 2-year deal, $19 million. You like the skill level, a guy who battles inside. And even when he's at a size disadvantage, he still seems to really prosper.
Parker kicks to Ginobili. Back to Parker. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Stolen by Ginobili. Now here's Parker. He's guarded closely. Rejected by Brand. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
And much more aggressive play has led to more free throw attempts for them here in the second half.
You know, that's how you do it, Steve. I mean, defender pressing up on you, you press right back, get into him.
And you look at the development for Paul Millsap. He's steadily improved as a passer, as a shooter. At the line, his overall game is upward.
He's even starting to shoot more threes these days.
Right.
Kevin. Yeah, he's undersized, but just knows how to use the rim to protect his finish. I think what I like best about him is just his constant energy.
The bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And here's what's upcoming now for the Hawks. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
Tell you what, there'll be a lot of focus on that Oklahoma City contest.
Schroeder, he's checked in for Jenkins. The Hawks trailing. Here's Cool Hands. In low to Brand. Takes it up with both hands and grips it down. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither team able to create any significant separation so far.
Steve?
Yeah, that's right, guys. The lead has now changed hands 5 times.
Parker with it. Now defended by Cool Hands. No good from Ginobili. Atlanta shooting the ball at 42%. Here's Schroeder. It's deflected. Diaw with the steal. Kicks to Ginobili. Plenty of space. And that one swishes right in. And the Spurs lead by 1. Ginobili's gone 5 of 10 from the floor. Here's Cool Hands, covered by Parker. Brand, a screen on Parker. Now the pass to Schroeder. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Cool Hands, covered by Parker. No good from Cool Hands. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Parker dishes to Ginobili. Now Diaw feeds it to Parker. Deflects the pass. It's Ginobili outside. Rebounded by Brand. Brand's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Teague against Leonard. Brand passes to Cool Hands. Good on the triple.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, it's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
San Antonio trailing here. San Antonio calls timeout.
Well, Elton Brand is a former #1 overall pick back in '99, guys. And despite that, was one of the most underrated star players from his days with the LA Clippers. Now he's starting to slow down. He's on the other side of that career mountain, if you will. But he's still a quality big man.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. They've been getting torched with all these shots from long range, and he simply said, we can't lose track of their shooters, guys. We're over-helping inside, and it's leaving them wide open. Can they make the adjustment, guys?
Ginobili with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap. It's Ginobili with the drive, and the rejection by Brand.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
Horford with the screen on Ginobili. Here's Cool Hands. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Now it's a 4-point Atlanta lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Atlanta.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Also, you can see how they've gotten after it defensively. I mean, the steal totals are really something to admire.
San Antonio with the ball. Outside, Ginobili. Good! Ginobili's got 5 points now in the quarter. And Brand always has played bigger than his 6'8" height with those long arms of his.
Yeah, and an underrated defender, Kevin. Offensively, he's always been a very consistent mid-range jump shooter. He can score around the basket, but he guards the post pretty well.
Cool hands, passes to Millsap. And the layup is good. And the Hawks lead by 3.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
Well, and at this stage of such a tight game, I think this is when tired legs start to show. And the defense can become vulnerable in the low block.
And the basket by Ginobili.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games, Steve.
Horford with the screen on Parker. Here's Cool Hands. Easy layup after coming off the pick. Cool Hands got 11 in the second half. Spurs have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Parker kicks to Ginobili. Back to Parker. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Schroeder. That's good. Schroeder's got the lead up to 4 now for Atlanta.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that can decide a game.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it does decide this game. That's a huge swing there.
Here's Brand. Sinks that one from the post. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Diaw with it. Here's the dish to Ginobili. Number 11. And the rejection by Brand. They retain possession.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Cool Hands. Screen by Brand. Cool Hands passes to Horford. San Antonio with the rebound. Leonard on the wing. He kicks it to Diaw. Great D that time from Schroeder. The Hawks leading by 4. Into Millsap. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
San Antonio needs to do a better job guarding against Millsap.
He has 9 rebounds and a very productive day for him at the foul line.
All said, he's drawing a lot of contact, drawing some fouls in just about every way possible, and he's made them count at the line.
Lou Williams is checked in for Schroeder. Parker dishes to Diaw. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second half, despite trailing in this game.
Well, you know, that's when you need to be most aggressive when you're down. Another good job of drawing contact and getting to the line. He was very composed on that trip to the stripe. He's close to being a 1-possession game now.
Steps back and fires. Here's Brand. And another shot. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Rejected by Brand. Six to shoot. From deep 3-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. .146 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Cool Hands. Right wing. Leonard against Millsap. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Cool Hands. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. The Hawks again can't hit.
Looks like he's just trying to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but I don't know about that shot attempt.
And Parker, here we go. Out to the wing. And Diaw kicks to Parker. And there's the foul. It goes on Cool Hands. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say defensive strategies for tonight against Ginobili. With him going on this tear, Coach said it's got to be a team effort. He wants everyone dialed in and paying attention to the details. He's trying to get them all on the same page and figure out an answer. The other thing he stressed was the need to be disciplined on offense. He asked for good ball movement and good shot selection. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. And so they foul intentionally. Here's Cool Hands. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Leonard brings the double team. There's the pass to Cool Hands. Off the mark and a bad shot there. San Antonio's gone 6 of 14 with the free ball tonight. Just a little over 40%.
Oh, what a basket, and at the perfect time.
How about the courage and backbone of this guy? Wow.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball just to milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
A chance to tie it up, Clark.
A three would make it happen.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Now Parker shoots a fader. No good.
He's been the guy on the boards today.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul, what was this? Coach, a very impressive performance tonight from Cool Hands. Why do you think he was so successful against you tonight?
He was great. You know, we tried to do a couple of different things, but his play was better than anything we did defensively, that's for sure. He finished it off in fine fashion.